All right, everyone, and welcome back to That Variety Nerd. I'm Christina, and today we are finishing up the Plateau Place renovation, and we still have about 40,000 simoleons to use up, which is very exciting because we have to furnish so many rooms. In case if you're wondering if and why the mouse on the screen is kind of going all over the place, this is my poor attempt at capturing some B-roll in a video game. So, again, I'm still learning how all this works, so bear with me here. We'll get into that a little, we'll get into that during the speed build because I have a little bit of a rant, and I think it's a valid rant. But anyway, we are renovating Plateau Place. This is in Strangerville. We only used base game, Strangerville, Jungle Adventure, and Cats and Dogs. So this is the first floor just to give you all a little bit of a refresher. Again, as you can see, the kitchen, the dining area, the big staircase. There's a little study back there, which you can use as like a six-bedroom or something. And then behind the stairs is the ground level slash first floor little bathroom, which is really nice. And then that room in the corner is a guest room slash what we are referring to as grandma's room. Because, I mean, if you have a legacy challenge, I feel like this would be a really good house. It only has two floors, but then you have a floor to put your elder sim at. So that way they can move around a little bit easier. So yeah, that's the first floor. We have basically a lot of the communal areas on this floor. But as you'll see, once we get up to the second floor, we pretty much give each room its own little character, which is sort of what I personally go for when I'm renovating or remodeling these sort of houses, or even building some of my own. We also worked on the exterior. There's still a couple of patches of like just columns and stuff that need to be edited and whatnot, but yeah, that's pretty much where we're at, and we are ready to dive into the build. All right, so this is the second floor of the Plateau Place renovation. Again, right here, we're just trying to match up everything, make sure that all the walls are covered, make sure that the doors are in the right places, and that the layout is actually it's working. So yeah, little mini rant before we dive into the speed build. Can we please, for the love of all of us, get some free video editing software, some freeware, because it's 2019 and we still don't have freeware that you can do all three of the followings together, unless if I'm just missing something out there. Because literally the three things that we're all sort of looking for, we'd like to export in 1080p because that's the whole next step. And I could go on a little bit of a tangent about video quality and internet stuff. We could go on a little bit all day about that. But yeah, all we want to do is export in 1080p because, that's what a lot of TVs can kind of carry. Right now, I'm exporting in 720p, which is kind of like the bare bones or the very minimum. So if you're like me and you have very slow internet access, or you just want to just speed up your loading times, you're welcome. So yeah, we just want to export in 1080p, we want to record voiceover, and we don't want a freaking watermark. Oh my god, because here's the thing, I've been trying to figure out like, okay, which editing software is going to be good, and so it's sort of like, oh, okay, this can export in 1080p and record voiceover, but I get this glaring watermark unless if I pay X amount every month, which, I mean, poor college student, we can't really do that. Then the other conundrum was, okay, well, it looks like basing off of everything that I'm observing, it looks like we got to go with the lesser of two evils. So my sort of logic, and I apologize if you hear any sort of helicopter in the background. I live near like four hospitals, so it might be the Lifeline helicopter, and I just hope everyone's okay. But in case if you hear any sort of helicopters in the background, that's what's happening. It's really funny, especially at like 2 in the morning when I'm like half asleep, just watching some like YouTube or Netflix. I'm like, oh god, this is it, this is the end. It's even more hilarious if you're watching like American Horror Story where it's like everything makes you sort of jump. So, yeah. Also, if you want to talk anything television, movies, or otherwise, feel free to follow me on Twitter, which I have linked in the description below. All right, so yeah, that is my tech conundrum, although I have plenty of tech conundrums. So if you are also into tech conundrums, please let me know as well. But yeah, we just want to be able to have a free program that can export in 1080p, record voiceovers, and not deal with watermarks. That's literally it. God, if I was like a really good like programmer, I could probably do it. But no, I can barely get Java to function to do like 1 plus 1 equals 2. I just know to make sure that all my brackets are closed. I'm actually right now learning like Python in my spare time because like why not? First and foremost, and two, like if I survived a semester of Java programming, I think I can try anything, and that's sort of where I'm at. And especially if you do more like statistical sort of researchy stuff, it's pretty helpful to have a little bit of insight into any sort of programming language, which we could. Yeah, this is turning into a big tech video. So anyway, but to be fair, we haven't really done a whole lot in this build, except for really finalizing the layout and just getting things in the right places, I believe. And yeah, we haven't even gotten to each of the bedrooms yet. We just pretty much, yeah, so that corner right there, I eventually figured out, oh, this might be a good master bedroom. Cool. We have extra space for a master bathroom slash in-suite bathroom. Even better. So yeah, this whole little first chunk has been basically just trying to figure out the layout, trying to figure out what to do in these hallways, and my tech conundrums. So even then, so last night I was trying to figure out how to record video game footage from Xbox because right now I have an Xbox. If the rumors are true that Xbox is removing like the disk drive sort of thing for their upcoming, well, yeah. So recording this is May 7th, which is also my birthday. Yay! Happy birthday, me! So at the time of recording and probably uploading this, it's my birthday. So yay, birthday! I'm planning on seeing Endgame today, so that's exciting. And I made myself a nice big breakfast, so we're doing all right here on the birthday. So in this room, again, I was just trying to play around with different colors. There's like one that's more stereotypical feminine sort of room, another room that's like very blue and more masculine. I don't know if that's even the right word I'd use, but yeah, we'll go with that. Then there's also more of like a greenish, gender neutral room, which I personally like the most. And actually, no, that's my second favorite room. Out of all the rooms, I think this is maybe my least favorite. I think I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do with it. Oh, excuse me. I'm telling you, coffee. It gets me going every morning. So, yeah. Um, I thought I was going to do a double bed here, and like as you can see, you can do it. I eventually just turned the smaller rooms into just single bedrooms, just to really utilize the space and make them functional. Because for me, it's sort of like I want to make sure that each room has some sort of a function, and that's sort of what I was going here or going with here. And yeah, the camera, it gets a bit weird and shaky sometimes because that's The Sims 4. It cuts into random walls when I'm trying to place things. And yeah, so for the record, also, I'm not sure if anyone's curious about this or not, but I play in what's called laptop mode. So that way, just everything runs a lot smoother because I don't have a gaming PC. Like, I'm too poor for that life. I eventually would like to get a gaming PC or a desktop, but in today's society, I don't necessarily see the point, at least at this time in my life, because a year from now, I'm probably going to have to move somewhere because I'll have a master's degree, and life will be great. Hopefully. So, yeah. Again, when I build or remodel everything, I try to give each room a little bit of its own character. And so you sort of see like each room, it has its own little different purpose as well. So in this last one, the pink room, that one's sort of like each room has a little bit of a desk area to like go on the computer so that way they can sharpen up writing skills, programming skills, etc. The last room has a mirror so that way they can work on acting and charisma. I sort of see it as like maybe like a teen girl that's just trying to get into acting maybe. I don't know. You can sort of that's like just what I envision almost, or maybe someone that's like trying to be like up and coming businesswoman, whatever. We can be creative in this sense. That's why it's a sandbox sort of thing. And also, I'm really excited. There are some games on my wish list in Steam that just went on sale, and I'm really excited about it. If we kind of go through like what games I have on my Steam account, it's actually sort of impressive, which I don't know if I would say impressive or not, but yeah, I'm really excited. They usually have a summer sale coming up, I believe, either this month or next month. I don't remember. But there's usually some sort of big Steam sale where I just go nuts and I spend like 20 or 30 bucks on like 4 or 5 games, and it's pretty great. So yeah, I think my time at Porsche that came out Or no, yeah, that's already out. But it like I got the email this morning, and that's a nice thing about Steam. They give you emails if things on your wish list, if like they're on sale or not. So that's pretty baller. I wish Origin did something similar to that, where it's like you could have like a little wish list and go from there. But yeah, so in terms of games that I have on my Steam that I've been contemplating on sharing, I have 6 games right now on my Steam. Um, let's see here. I did have a WWE game on there, but let's just say that I got an Xbox and that's no longer needed. I have City Skylines, there's Gary's mod that I was gifted a little while back. The Good Life, which I don't know why I got that one. I think I got it from like an LGR video or something. I just thought it was hysterical, and I'm like, oh, it's $1. Let's try it. Oh God. Oh God. The House Flipper game, which I really want to do, even though it really slows down my laptop, but we'll cross that bridge if we get to there. And then 2 Point Hospital, which is a lot of fun too. As you can sort of see, I really like these sort of sandboxy sort of games. But yeah, I also have City Skylines. I'm not sure if I mentioned that as well. Right now, my wish list, I have, in no order, I have Stardew Valley, Planet Coaster, Fire Pro Wrestling World, and My Time at Porsche, which I might get My Time at Porsche or Stardew Valley. I don't know which one I'll get first. But either way, I think that would have some good variety of content, hence the variety nerd. In terms of video games I have here at home, again, I would need to just work out how to record sound while I'm playing the game, but I'm sure I can figure it out. I mean, I have a degree in journalism for a reason, so I sort of know something about editing and stuff like that. But yeah, so the last room I really liked, the blue sort of room. That one was just really cool. I can sort of envision like maybe a teenage boy just like jamming out to some music, playing some video games. Like that would honestly be like what I would sort of do. But this room I really like because it's just it has that nice little blend of like modern but also like contemporary almost. And yeah, it has a nice big rug, it has a chess table, it has a little computer, it also has that digital sketch pad, so like someone that's logic-y maybe wants to go into programming or art. Someone that's a tech nerd like myself. But yeah, I really like that room. If I had to pick a room, I'd probably pick that room. Because not only is it next to the bathroom, but it's just like it's separated away from every other room in the house for the most part. No, not really. But it has like it has just those windows that are like at the best places, especially where the desk is located. And that's sort of another thing I wanted to keep in mind too, is just like where everything was located. Or even the blue room I would love. Or, yeah, I really just like the placement of I really like this layout just in general. Because there's so much to it, and I am a fan of it. I like this layout quite a bit. But yeah, right here I'm like starting to run low on money and just trying to figure out what to do with it, sort of realizing that I need to cover up that weird little patch of roofing. If I knew the first thing about roofing, then yeah, we would go with that or try to fix it in some sort of way. But yeah, I'm trying to cut some corners, making sure that everybody has at least a computer because it's 2019 and that's sort of a thing. Or no, it's not a thing. That's a different conundrum tangent sort of thing. So yeah, and even in this empty hallways, you can sort of see I want to make it like somewhat functional as well. I like having each little space have its purpose, and I feel like a lot of people are sort of in that same boat. And yeah, I don't know. I really like the room. You could also convert that little empty space into an extra bedroom, so you could have probably somewhere between 6 to 7 bedrooms in this particular remodel slash layout slash renovation. And that's sort of what we were going with. And you'll see the screenshots. The last part didn't include any screenshots because I wanted to save all the screenshots towards the end. I might do something different and just kind of switch things up a little bit. And if I do another multi-part build slash when I do another multi-part build, I might show sort of like maybe before and after pictures. I don't know. I'm playing around with it, and that's sort of the beauty of it. But yeah, we're pretty much wrapping up the renovation. As you can see, oh God, I don't know what happened there. Coffee. But yeah, as you can see, I intentionally sort of left more of these balconies sort of blank, just making sure everything's tying together. And that's pretty much it. Like, I intentionally left the outdoors mostly blank, so that way if you wanted to do whatever you wanted in the backyard and etc., then that was sort of the goal. So I think the screenshot should be coming up very, very soon. And yeah, I just really, again, I really liked how this turned out. You can play around with this lot quite a bit. Lots of good bones, but we just needed to give this place character and make it feel like a home, and that's what I was going for in this entire build. So yeah, I believe this is right around the time where we are about to jump into the screenshots. And so here's the exterior of the house. Again, we didn't really change anything, mostly just the color of the different doors, the windows, etc. I love this angle of the living room quite a bit. It just makes the room feel more full and just more homey almost. As you can see, we used the nook back there. And my apologies if the screenshot is a little weird and fuzzy. That's just how The Sims sort of screen capped it, slash how I kind of tried to screen cap it. And yeah, in that little space, the tea bags, and then in this room, the couches are the only two non-base game, non-Strangerville, non-Jungle Adventure, non-cats and dogs items that I use in this build. Again, the last room was Grandma's room. This is the room that I would personally pick if I had to pick a room. I realize in this screenshot the bathroom tiles aren't matching, so get your pitchforks, I guess. Sorry. And yeah, that's the master bedroom. The bathroom isn't much different. I really love this room, I think, the most in terms of how it came out. I don't know, it just feels cozy. It feels just kind of cool and just something that you could really utilize the most. This is the pinkish looking room right over here. And you can sort of see each room has its own little function, its own little character. And that was really what I was going for here. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, etc. Please download this from the gallery. And I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.